Hello, everyone. Do you keep hearing how important it is to set a goal? Yeah, I do too. And I also know from experience how important it is. But sometimes it doesn't feel easy to do or even feel appropriate. And I completely get that. There are a lot of people going through a tough time at the moment. So today I'm going to show you in 3 easy steps what to do instead of setting a goal to help you feel optimistic and like you're moving forward no matter what you're going through right now. My name is Deb, and welcome to Women Reinventing Midlife TV, where our aim is to inspire women over 50 to thrive in a meaningful life that you deeply desire and deserve. So each January, there's always a lot of talk about setting a goal or a New Year's resolution, which is a fantastic way to encourage continued growth in our lives so that we can thrive as we age. But there are times when setting goals feels downright impossible and you don't feel like setting one at all. And I think we've all experienced those feelings at some point. I know I have. For instance, you might be suffering with a serious illness, or your partner or family member might be. Possibly you've lost someone you love. Even times like losing a home, losing a job, or a relationship ending in divorce. You feel like your main focus is just trying to survive day to day, and definitely not on how you can enjoy more growth in your life. And, I completely understand that too. There's no way around stressful experiences and situations like these, and we must go through them. As we go through, we might be craving that sense of certainty while things feel out of control, and we just want to feel safe, don't we? Now, I've been through most of those situations that I've just mentioned, so I totally get it if you're going through this right now. But rather than feel that helplessness because we have no control over what's happening, there is a way we can gain that sense of optimism back when life feels bleak. It's about building that feeling of certainty within ourselves, even when things feel quite hopeless. Now, at the beginning of the year, if you don't feel like setting goals, then there are other ways you can feel like you're moving forward. It's definitely not about pushing yourself, but more about being gentle inwardly. So, really being kind to ourselves. The first step that we can take is to set intentions instead of goals, because the thought of setting a goal can feel incredibly harsh when we're immersed in a difficult long-term situation. It can also feel totally impossible and out of reach. So at times like this, I've personally found setting an intent a lot kinder, and it feels like there's a possibility we can meet it. In November 2023, I was diagnosed with pneumonia after returning to Australia from the UK. Then early the following January, just as I was finally beginning to breathe with more ease again, I caught the flu. Now, there were moments that I definitely felt that sense of hopelessness and helplessness. Even in my favorite spot on the beach, I actually couldn't get my head around setting goals. So I set an intent about who I wanted to be that year, and that felt optimistic and it felt possible. For instance, you might set an intent to be kind to yourself or not to take things personally, or to be aware of other people's feelings, or to start each day with a positive outlook by being grateful or doing something to energize yourself. Now, the second step is that once you've decided what your intent is, then decide how you'll fulfill it. This isn't about creating a never-ending to-do list. We definitely don't want that when we hit with challenges. That's the last thing we want, is a list of more things to do. When we set an intent, we need to think about how we'll fulfill it. If we don't, then we're just encouraging more feelings of hopelessness. I always say, choose one thing that speaks to you the most and feels doable. For instance, if your intent is to be kind to yourself or not take things personally, think about what you will do to silence that inner critic when it starts. That might be to journal whenever you have a moment like that, with an intent to start each day with a positive outlook. Maybe you need to end the day thinking about all the good things in your life so you wake up in that state in the morning, or possibly start your day by writing 3 things you're grateful for. Now, the third and final step is to be realistic with your intentions. What I've found through life's challenges is that things can change rapidly. This might mean it feels easier one day than another. And that's why we need to be realistic around any practices or intentions that we've committed to. Make it okay if you slip up sometimes. You're not a robot. You're human and you're going through a transitional experience. Even if it doesn't feel like a positive transition or you feel optimistic right now. In some instances, you might find it more helpful to set daily intentions too. So really breaking it down, because no 2 days are exactly the same. And sometimes you just need to take it one day at a time, especially if you have a serious illness or you're supporting a loved one who does. And remember, give yourself a break. Don't push yourself to set a goal if life feels chaotic or things feel hopeless right now. Be kind to yourself and be realistic. Know that life will get better eventually, and set the intent for it to be. And maybe once you get to that stage, you'll then feel ready to set a goal. I really hope that helps. I wish you a peaceful and light year ahead. Thank you for joining me. And if you found this content helpful, please remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell for notifications so that you're notified as soon as the next video comes out. Lots of love to you, and I'll look forward to connecting next time. Bye-bye.